Key Concept 2.3 mainly focuses on trans-regional trade and its effects. The Silk Road is a trade route that in its entirety spanned the entire Eurasian continent. However, few merchants actually traveled the whole Silk Road. They more so engaged in what's called relay trade, where goods changed hands many times before reaching the final destination. Buddhism spread rapidly through oasis towns, as did disease. Mediterranean sea routes were another major trade network, utilized by both the Romans and the Phoenicians. The Mediterranean became such a focal point of Roman life that the Romans called it Mare Nostrum, which means our sea. The inventions of new technologies brought long-distance communication and exchange. The invention of the stirrup allowed for greater control of horses, so the ability to trade and travel increased. Before the invention of the dhow, heavy items could not be traded over water, so when they became common, communication and exchange accelerated. Another great invention was the qanat, an irrigation system that drew water from the mountains through sloping downward tunnels, reaching a village otherwise isolated from water. Because large amounts of people were traveling great distances, disease pathogens spread quickly, smallpox reaching the city of Rome, killing 10% of the population. Trade routes facilitated the spread of not only goods or animals, but religions as well. Christianity spread from Palestine to the vast Roman Empire using Rome's infrastructure and roads. It appealed to many people because it taught that all people were equal before God. The religion would have still been a minority belief if not for Constantine, the emperor of the Byzantine Empire. Through maritime routes, it spread as far away as Ethiopia, where it was slightly modified to fit existing belief systems. Hinduism did not reach much farther than India because it is not a religion that actively seeks out new members. Buddhism began in northern Nepal, and for the first few centuries it saw limited acceptance because of its strict rules. Once on the Silk Road, it spread more than any other belief system, and is still a dominant religion in East Asia. Ashoka was one of the only kings in India to support Buddhism, and during his reign it spread, but once he died, people deferred back to their old religions. Buddhism was modified a lot in China because the monastic life did not work well with Confucian family values. Without trade routes such as the Silk Road, many things we associate with certain parts of the world would not exist.